Hey, welcome to Adventures in Fat Loss. It's a new week. Let's weigh in. Started this week off 297.6.
It's Monday, April 26th, and it's another beautiful day here in Utah, of course. Got this rain and all that fun stuff happening. Feels really good though, man. I just left the gym and feeling really good. That was a really good gym session. On June 8th, my family and I were moving to New Zealand. And when I moved to New Zealand, I want to weigh below 280 pounds. So at the end of May, that's my goal, 280. And then I'm going to go into managed isolation for 2 weeks. And I'm going to have to figure out a nice in-home or in-hotel room, good 45-minute to an hour workout session. So if you have ideas that are really good ones, please comment in the section below.
All right, it's Tuesday morning and I'm about to take my ketone reading just so I can see if I'm in ketosis. I should be, but you never know. I try to take a daily to every other day reading just to make sure that I'm in. Generally, I don't think it 2.55. I was going to say, generally, I don't think that I fall out of ketosis very often because I'm pretty good about the carbs that I use and the foods that I eat. I've tested, my readings for a while now, so I feel like the foods that I eat are usually consistent. If I eat something a little out of the norm, I generally do a test just to see how it affects me and if I'm in and out of ketosis. So, according to that reading, 0.30 all the way up to 3 is like the optimal zone for ketosis. Sorry, it's 0.5 all the way up to 3.0 is like optimal zone for ketosis, and I'm in it.
It's much easier to stay in ketosis if you're able to track it. That way you can see how foods are affecting you. And speaking of food, I wanted to try something that I saw on Instagram, which were these cool stuffed peppers. So yeah. So to make the stuffed peppers, it's just pepper, cut it in half, and I put some cream cheese in it, threw some bacon in it, some mushrooms that I had fried up and sautéed, and then put it in the oven. Now it was so delicious that I forgot to film actually pulling it out of the oven and all that stuff. It smelled so good. This meal was absolutely great. The gym was really good this week, but I also wanted to throw in some other activities that were a little different than I would normally do, just to kind of solidify that, I'm doing this not just to lose weight. This is all about spending time with family, and so I did some fun stuff.
All right, it's Thursday, and today I am at the Bounce House Park. This is where I'll be doing my exercise today. So this one is a no-go. This one right here says I can't go max 180 pounds, but you can fit 6 people who are 180 pounds. I should be able to go on it. Okay, so there's the castle, which says no for me. But when I weigh 180 pounds, yes, I can go on the castle. But this guy right here, it doesn't say anything about fat people. See? So, that's the one I'm about to go on.
After a good time at the Bounce House, there was a birthday party. It was a lot of fun, and just being able to feel like I could actually get on these things without breaking them was actually a pretty big win for me.
Successfully conquered the Pizza Pie Cafe challenge, where we went in there and I fed the kids, and I didn't have anything I wasn't supposed to. So, that's a win for me. That's a win.
Sometimes it can be challenging while you're doing this to, feed your family and stuff. But I feel like there's always something you can find on a menu when you're out with your kids or anything, and fix and meet the challenges that come with, you know, eating a keto diet.
We're at the zoo today. Good day walking around the zoo. Now I've got about 46 minutes worth of walking in, and gonna jump on a train now and ride that around.
In the past, it would have been sort of like felt like it was a chore to go somewhere like the zoo, to, you know, walking around. I always enjoy going to, you know, do things like that with my family, but, you know, at the same time you're like, okay, I'm exhausted. I kept, you know, always looking for a place to sit down while you're out there, just trying to find the closest seat or anything like that. And I didn't find like that was an issue at all this time. And it was actually really fun to just go out and check out the animals and watch the kids' excitement as they saw, you know, the otters playing and things.
All right, it's the end of another week, and that means another weigh-in. So I am about to get on the scale. This week I started at
297.6.
It is currently May 2nd. I started my journey on December 12th, so it's a little less than about 5 months into this, and let's see. Perfect.
So this week I lost a pound, a little over a pound, and that was great. You know, I'm happy with that. But I think the bigger things that I am happier with was that I felt like I could walk around with my family at the zoo, and not like I was looking for a seat. I didn't feel like I was hangry the whole time and, you know, trying to find the closest place to eat. My kids were, but I wasn't, so that was actually kind of fun. At the bounce house, like just being able to feel like I could get on and play with my kids on these big air things and not feel like I was going to break them, and I just could look at find the labels that were the right labels, and I was able to play. That was this week's Adventures in Fat Loss. Thanks for joining in. Make sure you tune in weekly for each new update and video, and if you're not subscribed, subscribe.